the secret shadows of dawn. There's a darkness to the sky. The simple thoughts I recognize. Can't you see their beauty in my mind? Can't you see their beauty in my mind? Keeping you away. Keeping you away.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? How are you? How are you? I'm glad that you could make it. Oh, I'm glad you could make it. So happy you all are here. Let's get some music going. Let's get our microphones adjusted the way they need to be. Let's get situated, guys. Let's get situated. How is everybody? How is everybody doing? I am so happy that you guys are here. I truly am. I truly am. Where's my chat on my screen is where I'd like to know. The chat's not working again. Of course the chat's not working. Why would the chat ever want to work? Doesn't matter, I can fix it real quick. What's going on, Big Dog Gaming? How are ya? Man, there were some people in here before I even got started. Thank you all so much. Give me just a second to get my chat back, and we're gonna go over everybody in the room. Man, I'm glad y'all are here. You guys are awesome. So awesome. Alright, let me start off at the very tippity top. Haley Marie. Hey, Haley, how you doing? Shelly Campbell. Shelly. Right off the bat. Right, from before we can even get the show started, man. Hold on, you need more than that. Let's see. Yeah. Shelly C. Your name is, right? Yeah, it's over here. It's right there. Shelly C. Exclamation points all the way around. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm glad that I could entertain you, on your late nights and whenever I'm on the air. Doing my game night, by the way. I do game night. It's interactive game night. I play Jackbox games. Occasionally, I throw in a little bit of Cards Against Humanity on, Twitch. Yeah, I do that on Thursday through Sunday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, this upcoming Sunday, there might be a change. I will let you know closer to time, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on YouTube. Interactive games, play along, it's super fun. Let's see. Infinite Mua, how are ya? Jesse and James, dude, your channel looks amazing. I wasn't able to stay very long the other day, I do apologize, or yesterday. But it looks absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You guys are doing great things. Everybody go and watch their videos if you have not. Joe Arcade wins all the way from the UK. Joe Arcade here every single time. Morgan James, what's going on? How are you? Big Dog Gaming, I saw a note in there said you have become said that you had become a fan of me and my game nights, and I certainly do appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming in and enjoying yourself. I really do appreciate that. Spread the love. Tell all your friends. Haley rocked it last night. Morgan, yep. Wifey. Hey, there's a chat. Wow, there's a chat. Alright, so, let's see, Wifey's in the room, Shelly's in the room, Cassie, woohoo, can't wait, Cassie Stro, everybody check out Cassie and Stro time. Phil, what's up, brother? How are ya? Eraserhead1, he is a great guy, he's gotten into the GTA streaming here lately. Again, guys, I take Mondays and Tuesdays off. Mondays and Tuesdays are my downtime time that I work on my side projects, the things that I have to get done around the house, so, keep that in mind. That's why I don't do live streaming 7 days a week. So, let's see, where are we in the chat? Yeah, so that being said, I hadn't been able to keep up with my Instagram and all that, grocery shopping. That's what I was trying to get to. I hadn't been able to keep up with Instagram, Discord, and all that. I kind of put that in the work category of things. I take a couple of days, just kind of relax, as little social media as possible. It helps my brain function. I suggest everybody take a short social media break every now and then. It really does help your brain get right. It really does. So, Shelly, yes, Shelly, thank you so much again for that donation. Blair Sunset, what's going on? How are you? Anthony Peridor, hey, he is also a live streamer, does that GTA stuff. Again, you gave a like, me, awesome, thank you very much, Blair Sunset, welcome to the stream. She does some live streaming on Instagram, I do believe. LunaticCom, yo, what up, BSGP, and everyone in the chat, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for coming in. Simo, Jackpot Pro, what's going on? Killer Weasel, a fast farmer. Oh, man, this list is getting longer and longer, guys. This list is getting longer. Weasel, how you doing, man? I'm glad you could make it. Stick around. I think you might enjoy yourself. Today is our tech night, the night that we talk about technology, things that you need to live stream. Jesse Cooper, you're in the house. That's the other half of Infinite Moo. Oh man, music is addicting. I'm amazing. What is happening here? Oh, Killer Weasel fam just subscribed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My alert didn't even go off in my ears, so I didn't even see it. Man, thank you so much, man. Like the live. Man, there's a variety show uncut. How you doing, man? Charles and Sierra Busey. What's glitching? What's not glitching? I can't read all of this. There's way too much. Alright, Shelly Campbell's got a question. What tablet should I get to do YouTube? Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now because I don't really know the answer to that question. I'm not familiar with the tablet market. I try to stick pretty much between laptops and phones. I haven't purchased a tablet in almost 2 years, and before that, the only tablet I purchased was the original iPad. So, that being said, for the same amount of money that you could spend on the tablet, because, okay, if you do go the tablet route, and presuming there is a way to live stream, thank you, Infinite Muwat, for that link. Yeah, everybody go check out that last video. Alright, if you're gonna spend the money on a tablet, you're more than likely going to be in the $200 to $300 range, if you're not going Apple. If you're going Apple, you're going up, in price. So, any Android tablet, you know, I'm not in the market, I don't know, but for a comparable price, you can get a full-blown, Windows 10 laptop, and, that will be your best bet. You mentioned a Chromebook. I like Chromebooks. I like Chromebooks for just on-the-go web browsing and viewing of things. As far as production of anything, such as a live television show, such as what I'm doing right now, I'm afraid a Chromebook might not be your best option. For me, I would choose a PC over anything. My reasoning behind that and behind a lot of my equipment is versatility. Versatility, because you know, if I buy a very specialized piece of equipment, such as I don't know, like the Blue Yeti. We talked about the Blue Yeti before. We'll talk about that again. The older models, at least I know, did not have the capability of being mounted in a standard issue microphone mount. They weren't the industry standard. And I've got a microphone over there that is the industry standard. I'll show you that in just a second. But it didn't fit, so you didn't have many options. And with a Chromebook, you're buying into a closed ecosystem, just like you are when you're buying into an iPad or even a mobile phone. It's a closed ecosystem. There's not very many options for you. Whereas with a PC running Windows 10, a decent amount of RAM and a decent processor and some fantastic internet bandwidth, you would do yourself a huge, huge favor going that route, in my opinion. Once again, guys, this is my opinion and my opinion only. You can take it or not. It is totally up to you. Alright, pretty sure tablet is not considered a mobile device. Like I said, if you can download Streamlabs through the iOS store or the Google Play store on whatever tablet you have, chances are you'll be able to succeed, because sometimes it does treat those applications as desktop application. Not the application itself, but you can get on the desktop version of the internet a whole lot easier on a tablet than you can in a mobile phone. So I'm going to venture to guess. And as far as mobile goes, I'm going to leave it at that for right now. As far as my guess is, if you can download it in your app store, chances are you're going to be able to use it. Again, check the software and hardware, check the hardware recommendations in the description about that piece of software, such as Streamlabs or whatever other live streaming software you would like to use. Check it out, see if your device is compatible. If you don't know, Google owns YouTube. So Google is going to be your best source of information on trying to research, YouTube related items. Makes sense. Okay, man, these comments are coming in so fast. What all do we have? Yes, we are. Finger crossed. Need a better PC. That's why it has been so glitchy lately. Yeah. Okay. We can talk about just for a very brief second, and then we'll get back into the scheduled program here, which is death by PowerPoint. Ha 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 ha. So, guys, the here's the deal on mobile live streaming. I'm going to preface this with saying that there's a whole lot of, there are many individuals out there that want to go live, and they have no idea what they want to say when they go live on the internet. And the other thing is they have no idea how much technology is actually involved. Only in the past probably 2 years has live streaming from a mobile device really become a regular everyday occurrence. Therefore, if your device isn't, in that kind of time frame, it's time to upgrade. I know the S9 works great. I know the S8 does okay. The iPhones, Nikki's got a 4S or a 5S. Whatever Nikki, the Craniacs Nikki has, you've seen the quality on her phone, and she is a professional, right? So, it's look at your device, compare it to hers, and compare it to mine. Get somewhere in the middle. Get what you can afford that is going to do the job. My goal, or not my goal, my kind of general rule is buy the best equipment that you can afford, and if that equipment's not good enough, save up for something even better. Use what you have until you can afford better. Always make it work. There are tweaks. I'm not going to call them hacks. They're not hacks. They're built into the software. Tweaks that will make your stream look great. But first, we have to go through basics. If we don't know the basics of live streaming, then we can never accomplish the complicated things. If we don't know the basics when our stream goes down mid-show, you don't, or I don't, or we don't know how to fix it right then and there, we're going to be dead in the water. So tonight is going to be all about the basics on the latest version of Streamlabs that I have for the PC, Streamlabs OBS version 0.15.1. Okay, Streamlabs OBS version 0.15.1 for the PC. All right, hold your horses. Here we go. Okay, so, come on now, get unstuck. There we go. Alright, so, what do I need to live stream? That's the topic, guys. What do I need to live stream? Okay, so, let me untangle my cords again. Hold on, please. Okay, now I have some room to walk around. Is everybody able to see me? Is everybody able to hear me? Where's the laser pointer? Okay. Look at Sean and his blue screen. Yes, look at me. Everyone look at me. That is what this is all about, y'all. This is what this is all about. It's about look at me, is it not? Isn't that what YouTube is all about? Look at me. Let me show you what I can do. That's YouTube. So your laser pointer is right here. So what do I need to live stream? By Backseat Gorilla Productions. There you go. Volume up on the mic. Oh, I'm not gonna end up with detention. I was a moderator at school. What? You were you weren't good at school? Yes, on both counts. Then I could mic up a little bit. You say I can mic up a little bit. I can mic up a little bit. I can mic up a little bit. Is this a little bit enough? Can you hear me a little bit better now? Does this work for everyone? Does this work for everyone? Okay, I think it does. So we're going to move over here out of the way. So what do I need to live stream? What do I need to live stream? That's a good question. First off, you're going to need a plan. You're going to need a plan. If you're going to live stream, you are going to want a plan. Can I move over here and do this any better? Not really. Not really at all. But anyway, so yeah, you are maybe if I move that back, I can come over here. Yeah, I can just chill out right over here. So yes, you are going to want a plan. Know what you are going to want to talk about, guys. Don't just go in blind. Know your equipment. Know the audience that you're targeting. Know what you want to do. Second off, you're going to need a device that is physically capable of live streaming. That means a cell phone. That does mean a tablet, if a tablet is your thing. That means some variety of camera and microphone attached to that device that can run an application that allows you to live stream. All right? So a plan, a device, and an application. So far, so good. Most of us have most of these things. If you don't, we'll get into that later on in the Q&A. You're going to need an internet connection, guys. You are going to need an internet connection. Without internet connection, you can't live stream. Okay? An internet connection is simply not just being able to surf the internet. The internet connection includes bandwidth. See? And what bandwidth is, if you can imagine like a pipe, right? So here's a pipe, and by the way, I just got you all. Here's a pipe. So if you have a little bit of bandwidth, only so much data can go through this pipe. Now, as the bandwidth increases, the pipe gets bigger and bigger around, meaning more data can be sent back and forth between your computer and the host server that is broadcasting your stream. So you have to have great internet service. And we're going to get into that in a minute. Guys, I've got charts, okay? I've got charts, guys. I've got charts. Let me check out these comments real quick. All right, guys, once again, like I said, well, maybe I have not said that yet. There is a Q&A portion of the program at the end of the show. So at the end of the show, I will answer all of your questions, as many as I can get to anyway. So please refrain from asking me anything directly, as I'm not able to see the chat until I step away from this presentation. So guys, feel free to chat with each other. Moderators, please keep it under control. If anything crazy happens, Fatrix, if you could please let me know physically in person. My phone is on me, and yeah. So we're going to continue on with our presentation here. Right now we're talking about what do we need to live stream. So far we need a plan. We need a device physically capable of live streaming, an application that allows you to live stream, internet connection, and enough bandwidth to get it all done, right? Enough bandwidth to get it all done. Without these things, we are just going to be dead in the water again. Another thing that we're going to need that most of us don't have: time. We are going to need time, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a lot of time to do this YouTube thing. It takes a whole lot of time. It takes a whole lot of effort and money. It takes money to do this this live streaming thing, guys. Most of us already have all we need in our pockets. Well, I'm not going to say most of us. That's a generalized statement. There are many of us that already have everything that we need in our pockets in order to live stream. If you don't have these devices that are capable of it, then unfortunately that's just the buy-in to the show. You're gonna have to purchase a piece of technology to enable you to do this. You just can't do it without the right equipment. Just kind of clear cut right there. You can't play an arcade machine if there's not an arcade. So anyway, moving on with all of these things. Last thing on that list is money. So moving on, knowledge of your equipment and your software. You got to know what you're doing. You got to play around with it. I didn't build this entire rig in a day. It took me almost 2 years to get to where I am right now. And right now, I am fairly well set up. There's a few things I need, and we can get into that as well. One of those being a capture card and a hard drive, and all tips to your host are genuinely appreciated and put towards these things that allow me to continue to bring you better and better programming. So this doesn't look great. I don't have the right lights, but the show had to go on. So moving on, knowledge, know your stuff, play around with it, guys. If you set it up one time, if you set it up once, then you can certainly set it up again. Take notes, guys. I study things. When I look at things, I study things. I keep notes in my phone. I keep notes in a little notepad over here on my desk. I've got whiteboards in my room. If I need to remember something, I make a note of it up here. I jot it down someplace so I can recall where it is later. I have bookmarks in my web browser that tell me certain resources where I found out how to do certain things. Know your stuff and research on your spare time. This can be a fun hobby, or this can be a frustrating nightmare. It truly can. But knowledge of the subject at hand is going to help you out and get you further than just simply running running in blindly. So moving along, where'd my mouse go? There it is. All right, so a plan. What is it you want to show the world? What do you have to tell everybody? What kind of show do you want to produce? I want to produce a how-to live streaming show, and that's what I'm doing. I also produce an interactive game show. That is what I want to do. So before you turn on the cameras, have something to say. Sounds kind of silly, but it does happen all the time. And just have a plan and know what you want to show the world. How do you want to show it? How do you want to show the world? I want to show the world how to live stream by using a PowerPoint style presentation on a blue screen right now so that I can walk around with a microphone in my hand. This is how I wanted to do this show. How do you want to do your show? Do you want to do it with a mobile phone? Do you want to get a GoPro? Do you want to do a live show? Do you want to do a taped show? What kind of show and how do you want to present that show? And of course, you're going to have to know, what do you need to make it happen? What do you need? What are your requirements to make your show and your plan work? I need 2 lights, 3 monitors, 2 webcams, a Canon Rebel Cam, 2 soundboards, and many other assorted things. You do not necessarily need these things. For some, it might just be a laptop and a mouse. Might be that simple for some. Some might need more elaborate rigs. Yes, I do need a can of corn. I absolutely need a can of corn for my show. For those of you guys that don't know, I won a $100 scratch-off lottery ticket with a can of corn the other day, and it was fantastic. Video's coming out, guys. I'm waiting on something to happen before I release it. But yeah. So moving on. Hey Carson, what's going on, man? All right. Next thing is, what do I do if something goes wrong? What do I do if something goes wrong? Like I was talking about earlier, if your stream goes dead in the water, this goes back to you knowing your equipment better than anybody on the planet knows your equipment. There's nobody that could run my rig right now sight unseen. Well, they couldn't run it the way that I want it to be run. You programmed it, and unless you have somebody that can take up your knowledge and run with it how you did it, you know your puppy, so strap in, because nobody can tell you how to fix it without telling you to start completely over. It's very much like you calling when you have to call in tech support for your computer if something happens and they say, we're gonna have to wipe your hard drive, but it'll be fixed after that. Streamlabs is the exact same way. If you don't know how to fix it, gotta start over. It's just part of the beast. But the fun thing is, I get a kick out of it. Sometimes it's just best to go ahead and start over. Wipe that cache out and just start completely over. Alright, so a device physically capable of live streaming. That is a phone, a tablet, a computer, or a camera that will run a live streaming encoder such as Streamlabs or anything of the like. We talked about that earlier. If it's in your app store, more than likely you'll be able to use it. It must be modern. We spoke about this as well. Live streaming has only taken off in the mainstream in the past couple of years. Any devices made prior to that, and even some during that period, may not be capable of live streaming. They just might not have the oomph. So look at that. Look at your system requirements. Look at the hardware requirements. Look at the hardware requirements that the software needs to run. Get to know it. Again, play with it. I mean, if you don't know how to use your device, then there's nothing that can be done there. You've got to learn an application. These are just a few. Streamlabs, OBS Studio, XSplit Broadcaster, MobiZen, Recast, Mob Crush, many more. These are just encoders. What makes one better than the other? It's my song. I love this song. I hope you love this song. Dance break. Stretch, boys and girls. Class is in recess. Okay. Alrighty. So, get your seats, everybody. Get your seats. I know I'm boring today, but I'm sorry. I need to put some information out there, and this is the best way I can do it so it can be replayed over and over again for the world to see if need be. All of these things can be used. They all have their different thing. What makes one different than another one? Streamlabs, for instance. Streamlabs, where are they making their money? It all can be traced back to where is the money coming from. Where is Streamlabs making their money? Streamlabs is making their money selling monthly subscriptions to their premium emotes to users that donate to streamers. Streamlabs is a predominantly Twitch-oriented thing, although they support many different platforms, including YouTube, Mixer, things of the like. They're making their money on the back end by allowing streamers to use the software free and then charging the viewers, the general audience, fees. They have ads inside of the software itself. Those ads are paid for by companies advertising to streamers who use the software. That's where the money is. Always ask yourself where the money's coming from. OBS Studio. Number 2, OBS Studio. OBS Studio is open source broadcaster, or Open Broadcaster Studio, I think. Open Broadcasting System Studio. Something like that. But it is open source. That means users and anybody, Joe from down the street, can write and alter this software. It is free. Streamlabs incorporates OBS into its software. It just plugs it on in, just like a video game goes into a PlayStation. Just kind of plugs it in there, and they work in simultaneous, or they work in synchronicity, sort of, kind of. Anyway, the difference is Streamlabs also does a whole bunch of the automation for you that OBS will not. OBS is very good if you just want a simple stream. It can go as complicated as a full-blown television station, and in fact, I know of more than one actual, like, television stations, TV stations that use OBS Studio as their primary source of content production. Let me grab myself something to drink. I'll be right back. Feel free to pop some corn. No, I've got some right here. Whit, this song's for you. How many times have we heard this together on stream? How many times have we, and Infinite Mooah too? Man, how many times have we heard this on stream? Anyway, going back to the thing, trace the money, guys. Trace the money. Where's it coming from? You need one of these just to make the thing work. Most of it's ad revenue. Oh yeah, I think we can get down with this. Internet connection. You got to be on the internet if you want to live stream, right? Internet and connection and bandwidth are not the same thing. We've already been over that just a little bit, but it's true. They're not. Just because you can surf the internet does not mean that you can live stream. Mic check 1, 2, Lil V3. What's up? What's up? Bandwidth. What bandwidth do you need? All right. First off, you have to choose what you want to stream at. I'm just going to make a guess that most of you are familiar with what 720p is, what 1080p is, and what 4K is. If you do not know what those things are, 720p is the resolution. It's 720 by 1080 or something like that. It's the number of pixels wide and the number of pixels tall the screen is, and then the 30 FPS is frames per second. Movies are typically shot in around, I think it's 28 frames per second. I'm shooting in 30 frames per second. Most nowadays, everybody's shooting in at least 60, they're shooting at 60 frames a second. My hardware's not capable of doing that, I don't think. I hadn't tested it yet. Baby steps, guys. Baby steps. Don't try to build Rome in a day. Start small. Use what you have. So for 720p at 30 frames a second, the minimum up speed that you need is 2 megabytes per second, or megabits, whatever that measurement is. I think it's megabytes. But you need two of them, okay? Now, there are some places in this world where that is not even available. Believe it or not, I've been these places. I've seen these places. I live in Tennessee. There's farms everywhere around here, and sometimes the internet companies just don't get there. Sometimes the cell service isn't that great. It happens. So just these are your general guidelines, okay? So moving on, 720 at 60 frames per second. That's gamers, gaming, high definition, super crisp. 4. All right, now moving into really true HD, 1080p. 30 frames, you need 6. 1080p at 60, you need 9. Moving on up, all the way upwards of 50, and you can get even higher as it can get even higher as 4K evolves and 8K comes along and all that. For my purposes, here and me right now, 1080p at 30 frames a second is good enough. I have way more than 6 Mbps going up. I usually have somewhere around 120. What if you don't know how much you have that's going up and what's going down? This is the website that you go to, speedtest.net. .net, okay? Right here. .net. Okay. The other thing is it's called Ookla. 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 Speedtest.net. Let me get out of the way. Now, why do you want to go there? Because you're going to test wherever you plan to live stream in advance. You're going to make a plan. We're going back to it, folks. It all revolves around how you want to do your show and what you need to do it. If you don't know if there's going to be service, say like you're going to Disney, and we're not rich. Most of us are not rich, so we don't know if there's going to be service there. What would I do in this situation? In this situation, I would research what Wi-Fi options are available. I would reach out to other YouTubers who have been there and who have done that. And I would ask these people these questions long before my trip. So I could know whether to expect to make videos, or whether or not to expect to make videos and live stream, or if they don't even permit shooting of videos there. You never know. It all goes back to the plan, guys. It all goes back to the plan. Have one, and you're more likely to succeed than if you're not. Than if you don't, excuse me. Money. Takes money, guys. Like I said, we touched on this a little bit. Where's it at? We got hardware. We definitely need hardware. We need software, licenses, data bills, production money, all of those things. All these things cost money, guys. That's why YouTubers have super chat buttons. Amongst other things. That's why YouTubers are able to accept ad revenue from the ads that Google sells to different companies to be displayed on the YouTuber's webpage. Mic check. 1, 2. So, it takes money, and that's why I have a PayPal account linked up to this thing, so that I can continue to use any tips, any donations to turn and put right back into this channel to bring you more help, more knowledge, and have a fun game night at least 4 nights a week, guys. At least 4 nights a week. Knowledge of your equipment and software, guys. Read the manual. Read the manual, guys. It's not manly. It's not manly. It's not fun. It's boring. I know. If you don't read the manual, then you don't know what your stuff will do. You just don't. If you don't click around, if you don't mash a few buttons, you'll never find out what happens. And once again, that's just more knowledge that's going to help you in your arsenal of things that can fix things when they go wrong. Because trust me, they will go wrong live on the air, and you're going to have a backup plan. Okay, so moving right along. Research. Like I said earlier, guys, if you didn't know, if this is a brand new world to you, YouTube is owned by Google. Therefore, Google is your best source of information on anything related to YouTube. Official information, I shall say. So if it's not on the YouTube page itself, it's not in your Creator Studio. If you didn't know that they have a news update every single day in your Creator Studio, then you're definitely missing out on a feature that you might need to check out that might be informative to you and your channel. I believe today was, what was today? Oh, I forget, but I did read the article. It was great. Kind of boring, but you know what? If I'm doing this 5 days a week, 16 hours a day, I'm going to be armed with as much information about the product and about the platform that I am producing a product to place on. That's just me. That's just me. I'm gonna know it inside out. Like we already went over this, know your equipment better than anybody else. Practice, rehearse. This isn't the first time I've held a microphone in front of my face and talked to a camera. I might not be the best person in the world at it, but I'm here, I'm doing it, and I suggest that you try the same. It's a whole lot harder than you think it is. People think that they're fine. They get it home. They practice in front of a mirror. They practice in front of a punching bag. They practice in front of their friends and family. They go to a community theater. Cameras there, lights on, clam up. Nothing. Practice, guys. Practice. Make a few videos. Get comfortable with yourself being in front of camera. It shows. Expect the unexpected and adapt. Know that nothing is certain in this business. Nothing is certain. This thing could crash at any point and any time. You got to know what to do. What is your next move? Always be one step ahead. Keep that in mind when you're streaming. All right, this is the fun part. This is Streamlabs. The part that we've all wanted to get to. Streamlabs OBS. When you open up a brand new Streamlabs account, brand new Streamlabs window, that's the first thing. You got to download the program. You have to download this program. If you have not downloaded this program, and I today am specifically talking about Streamlabs for the PC, the current version 0.15.1, I do believe. That is what happens to us. I don't know if I told you guys, my stream crashed and burned mid-stream the other day. I had to hop from PC to cell phone using the same stream key back to PC and then over to Twitch. So yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, you guys can do that. You can hop from phone to PC to phone to PC to phone to PC. You can do it. I've done it. This is Streamlabs OBS. Once you have an account and you've downloaded the software for PC, this is what you will have. This in all of its glory. And what this is, we're going to start right here. Okay, this right here is going to be the name of your show. Okay, the name of your show. Think of this as, let's say, I Love Lucy. Right, so this is I Love Lucy right here. Okay, now below this, right in this section, these are all of the scenes that are in your show. Okay, so like with the I Love Lucy thing going on right here, you're going to have the living room scene right here, and then you're going to have the kitchen scene right here, and so on, the club scene right there, and so on and so forth, all the way down the list. What does this mean? So let's say that you're in the living room scene. This is actually called a scene collection, okay? So if you're in the living room scene, that means that you're going to have to need everything that happens in the living room over here in sources, right? You're going to have all of the microphones, you're going to have all of the cameras, and you're going to have all of the special effects. You're going to have everything that makes that scene look like what it does. How do you do that? Okay. There's this arrow right here, and it's pointing right there. Right there is a plus sign, guys. There's a plus sign right there. You hit that plus sign, and it brings up a whole new window. These are called sources. It says so right here. It says, welcome to sources. Now, what's in this window? This window gives you an opportunity to add all of those things that we just discussed. You can add images, you can add a web page, a browser source. We're going to keep it simple today, though. We're not going to get too complicated. I'm going to teach you how to live stream the most simple way that I know how to, and that's with a camera and a microphone. So, what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to click on, where am I? Right here, video capture device. Click on video capture device because video capture device is what a camera is. Once we click on that, it's going to bring up this screen right here. What does this screen say? Well, it says the name of your video capture device. So if it's a new source, you're going to want to name it something. I have my sources named after the camera's names themselves, the model numbers. And if you already have them existed, they're in this option pane right here. And you can, add an existing source. These are your go buttons. Once you click this, it's your go button. All right, so you can add an existing source or make a new one and name it right there. We're going to make a new one. We're going to name it. What do we got? We just made the new one. We just named it. I'm using the C922 as an example. We made a new one and we just named it. All right, now this right here, this is a drop-down menu. This is a drop-down menu. If you have different cameras, you can use this drop-down menu to select the camera that you want to use, okay? Next is, deactivate. Sometimes you need to press this button to deactivate. Wait a few seconds for it to take, and then activate it again in order to make it active, okay? The rest of this stuff you generally don't have to worry about. You should be able to program that all yourself, or it should do it automatically for you. So what happens after we hit that done button? What happens after we hit that done button? We have a source now. So that means that we have a scene. We have a scene. Now we've added a camera. But we still can't hear. Still can't hear. So we're just going to repeat the pattern. We're going to click on that little button again. This time we're going to come all the way over here to add an audio source. Add an audio source right there. Okay? Uh-oh. Alright. Same thing, guys. If you got a new one, put it in here and hit this button. If you have one that's existing, I do. You do that. Add existing source. These are your settings for the audio input capture. I just leave mine the way it is. I don't know what yours looks like. Again, you should know your equipment better than I do. Do your research. Now what happens once you press that done button? What happens when you press that done button? Voila! You have another source. You got a camera, and now you got audio. You got camera and audio. What you gonna do now? You're gonna continue on, and you're gonna look over here, right past the chat, and I don't think I have one in here, but by default, these should be on. If they're not on, there's slider bars right here that you can slide back and forth to adjust the volume. There's going to be a line that moves back and forth. It's going to start blue right here, and it's going to turn to yellow right about here, and it's going to turn to red right about there. And that is your microphone volume or your audio input volume from the camera or from the microphone. Underneath each of these, there is a little horn-looking thing and a gear sprocket thing. If you click on the horn, it's going to mute the source. If you unclick the horn, it will unmute the source. That means that your webcam has a microphone built into it more than likely. Your computer, if you're using a laptop, more than likely has a microphone built into it. You only need one of these at a time. If you use both of them at a time, or if you use both of them at the same time, there's a chance that you could get echoing, and there's a chance that you could get feedback. Unless you are confident that you know how to isolate your audio, then you should only be using one audio source at a time. This is a little bit different for me because I have background music going. It's not two different microphones. But if I had background music going in my room, say, in the room, that would cause a feedback loop. That's why I wear headphones. You want your room to be silent or as silent as you can while you are broadcasting. And you don't want to listen to yourself being broadcast through the computer at the same time. Your computer's got to be muted. Your phone has to be, well, your phone's different. Your computer definitely has to be muted. That's why everybody echoes. They don't wear headphones. And some of them, they make little tiny headphones. You can't even see them. Smaller than these, way smaller than these. They're really good, too. All right, so what have we done? What have we done? We've made a show. We've said that we can activate and activate and deactivate in this section right here. All right, now this is just a general look at the settings menu. General settings. I mean, there's really nothing in here that is you need to know about in that one. Now, this right here, this is where the important part comes along. This is your streaming menu, right? This is option number 2 right there. This is your streaming menu, say. So, streaming services. This is another drop-down menu. This is going to say YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, whatever you want to stream to. Facebook even, I think. Whatever you want to stream to is going to be in this window. Below that, the service. Or no, I'm sorry, no, I am wrong. That's just the streaming service. Just leave that one. Below that is where you're going to find YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, all that. Below that, right there, primary ingest server. That's where it needs to be. You're going to the primary ingest server. Streamlabs knows what's up. It knows where the code is. It's done it for you. That's one of those things that OBS Studio does not do for you automatically that Streamlabs does. Below that, that is your stream key. Your stream key has to match the stream key for the stream that you want to stream to. All right, let me try to make sense out of that because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now. When you go in and, when you create, or when you enable your account for live streaming, you have a default stream key. So if you were to just go live at any given point in time without creating a live event first, it would default to that stream key, okay? And that's what confuses a lot of people because they put that stream key into this box, into this box right here, okay? Now, if you're creating an event is going to have its different or its own unique stream key if you choose the single-use stream key option. I'm not going to get into how to use Creator Studio tonight. That's going to have to be a different night. I've already been on for almost an hour, and we're not even getting anywhere near done. And so, yeah, using YouTube itself, that's going to have to be another night, guys. I'm sorry. There's just too much information. But this is where you would input your stream key. Again, guys, Google's out there. YouTube's out there. I'm not the only man on the internet that has done tutorials on how to use Streamlabs. Plenty of knowledge out there. It's being updated every day. Streamlabs itself has videos incorporated into it you can watch. Incorporated into the app itself. It's kind of cool. I'm not going to spend too much time in here. There's really nothing to look at in there. I put mine on my CPU usage on very fast. You can check out all of those settings yourself on your own time if you would like to. Video, your base canvas, right? Your base canvas. I have my base canvas set on 1920 by 1080. That is 1080p. That is the size of the window that I want to output to the world. That's what it is. The next one is output scale resolution. All right, so your canvas and what you're outputting do not necessarily have to be the same thing. You can start with a bigger canvas and only output a small piece of it. My suggestion is that those two numbers match at all times unless you know what you're talking about and what you're doing. The rest of these things, I suggest that you keep them the same as mine or however the software sets up your system for you. That's right, Streamlabs, at least when I installed mine, it had a wizard that set it up. It said, your system can handle this much. And I said, okay. And then here I am. So moving along, we've looked at those settings. All right, so this is Creator Studio. We're going to look at this. We're not going to get into it. We're going to look at it. This area right here is where your stream key is. Okay? This is where your default stream key is. Where am I, Sean? I'm in the desktop version of Creator Studio, and I am in the live streaming tab right here, and it is the first option. It says Stream Now. Stream Now. That gives you your default stream key. So a lot of times what happens is people put in this stream key thinking that whenever they go live, then this is the key to use. That is incorrect. Especially people that try to program a live event and then do it, like they program it and then they use the built-in live streamer that they have on YouTube. They forget to link the two, or they forget to link the keys. Whatever software you're using to stream with, make sure the keys match. If the keys don't match, you can't open the door. If the key doesn't match the lock, the door will never open. So, moving right along. It's time to sit down, boys and girls. It is time to sit down. It is time to sit down. All right, so you guys entertain yourselves for a couple of moments while I rearrange myself, and I will be back with you in just a few. Alright, what's up, guys? Alright, guys, alright. So, thank you all for suffering through that. I do thank you all for suffering through that. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Alright. What all have I missed? I'm just going to start from Infinite Muon's comment right here, and let's all give some love to Sean for an amazing tutorial. XOXO, hashtag corn on stream. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening. I hope it was informative. I'm going to start right there, okay? Infinite Muon's comment, let's all give love. From there forward starts the question and answer section. Anything that I may have missed while I was not able to respond to people's comments, while I was, doing my Death by PowerPoint presentation. By the way, Strotime, thank you for the subscription. It just said that you subscribed to me. That was a very interesting thing. So, let me check my phone momentarily. I think Cassie said that she had a couple of questions. So, Cassie, if you would like to fire away, feel free. Oh, my dad's texting me. Let me reply to my dad. Let me reply to my father. Okay, so my dad called me. That was fun. Alright, so... yeah, it says, Strotime has just subscribed to me on YouTube. Anyway. Yeah, it was weird. Alright, so for sure, hit the button. We have to get this guy smashing on YouTube. So much time and money spent. Please donate. Yeah, guys, if you want to tip me, that's cool. You know, I certainly take them. I also have these right here. These stickers are for sale. Anybody that wants one of these stickers, they're $3 shipped from my post office to wherever you tell me to send it. So they also come with a personalized note. Here in the next couple of days, I'm going to have some autographed photos and things of that nature to sell as well. Because, there's a few things that I need for the studio in order to keep this thing running. I need a hard drive. I need a big 8 terabyte hard drive for archival footage. I need it's called a Elgato capture card because I'm going to be doing some stuff with some games, and, these things are going to be purchased. I'm not sitting here begging you for money, don't get me wrong. They're going to be purchased. The difference is donations and tips, they do speed along the process. So I'm kind of tired talking about money. If you want to tip me, please do. If you don't feel obligated. Take the knowledge, run with it, and produce the best show that you possibly can. Alright, Cassie, couple of questions. Best tech guru ever, thank you. Alright, yeah, what's up, Cassie? What are your, tech questions? And Infinite Mua, what is your tech question? And anybody else, what is your tech question? While we're waiting here, I can go over a little tiny something. Everybody seems to be... We made a donation jar for our first time, but when Haley Marie donated, shout out Haley, the message wasn't posted in the chat or on the jar screen. Okay, Infinite Mua, I'll answer your question with a question. Did you use a Streamlabs widget to set up the tip jar? If you used a Streamlabs widget to set up the tip jar, then the donation would have to be made through Streamlabs donation websites in order for it to trigger the widget. There is a way that you can manually trigger the widget using the live actions thing. I think it might be in live actions. If it's not in live actions, you'll have to manually add the donation over in your dashboard and settings, and then in your money area in the thing. Yeah, if it's okay, so yeah, if it's Streamlabs, if it's a Streamlabs donation and you want the things to go off on the screen like this, If you want things like these to happen, stuff like that to happen, then it has to go through a Streamlabs donation site. So, how do you do it automatically? Well, if you're using a Streamlabs widget, you're locked into Streamlabs ecosystem, unless you can figure out the API to trigger it using a YouTube chat. You can make your own widgets and import those into OBS. Now, I don't know if you can import your own widgets into Streamlabs or not, but you can make, like, one of these guys I watch on Twitch and here on YouTube, he, on his chat, he has, he gets donations from all over the place. I mean, like, I think, also, I know, I just thought about something else. If it's a PayPal donation, Infinite Moolah, forget a lot of what I just said. I don't know what I'm talking about. If it's a PayPal donation, then it still has to go through the Streamlabs ecosystem. If it's a super chat donation through YouTube, then the Streamlabs API will pick that up. It will not pick up a donation every time your PayPal goes off. That's what it is. If they donate through Streamlabs, then it'll go off. And you can use PayPal to donate through Streamlabs, but if you use PayPal directly, then the widget will not go off. It will go off if set up to do so when you get a subscriber, you get a sponsor, you get a donation, and when you're on Twitch, it will do all of those same things. You can dual stream on Twitch and YouTube all at the same time and have both donations coming in on screen all at the same time. All of this can be done through Streamlabs. It just has to be set it up that way. Yeah, you just have to set up your Streamlabs page. Cassie had a question, where is the daily news article for the YouTube for creators? I believe that it is right there on the front page of Creator Studio. Let me open up a window, and I will take a look. Alright, it's, right here. Right down in here, this what's new section. There's, manual claiming. That had to do with the copyright claiming system. Your monthly roundup, all kinds of cool stuff in here. What's new? It's what's new. You can add different sources and different widgets here. See, like I've got comments, analytics, what's new, tips and tricks. You can put different videos. This is your video section right here. YouTube dashboard, man. It's where everything is. Everything that you need to know about your channel, for the most part, can be found right in here. This is your key to the kingdom, guys. If you don't know how to use this area, then let me just say this. If you're doing this for more than just fun and games, you will want to get to know this area very, very, very well. So, yes, thank you, Nicholson Farm. I do appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. We just did a hour-long PowerPoint presentation on how to live stream using Streamlabs OBS version 0.1.5. It was long, it was boring. I hope it was entertaining. But it was needed as to get out the information. That being said, I'm really an entertaining guy, I promise. I play game night 4 nights a week here on the channel. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, and play Jackbox games. We have a whole lot of fun. We really do. It's interactive. You can use a second screen as your controller. It's trivia games, things, stuff like that. In fact, I got a whole list of them right here. These are all the things that we play on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Welcome to Backseat Girl Productions, man. My name's Sean, and this is what I do. I teach people how to live stream using software using software that can be tricky, and just try to navigate the waters. Help the waters a little bit more easy to be navigated. And we've got Beth B. Claus in the house. Let me get big again. Beth B. Claus doing all the things you can. Beth B. Claus, thank you so much for helping us all. Beth B. Claus. Awesome channel, Beth B. Claus. I was watching her videos the other day. She's got some great stuff out there, guys. And she just supported the channel. I think your name is on the board there. Let's see. You're right there. You're right there. I'm starting to put exclamation points. How many of these do you have, Beth? I know you got like 3 of them so far. We're just doing exclamation points for right now. So, actually, hold on. There. Forgot about that. How did I miss that? My goodness. So guys. What else is going on in the world? What else in the world is going on with everybody? There's a whole lot of people online right now. Yep. Just making sure my notifications are all gravy here. I don't really need a pizza right now, but thank you. Don't need that, and don't need that. Alright, we need a brighter Backseat Gorilla logo on the blue screen. Let's see. Oh no, we're not going to do all that. We're not going to do all that. I can fix it if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. That's just the way the image is. But anyway, Cubby stopping in again. Beautiful setup. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you guys hadn't seen my setup, you should definitely go and check out my daily vlogs. My every single daily vlog. Yeah, I release them every day. My setup is in there. If you see anything, any piece of equipment that you would like to know about, please, let me know. I'll be more than happy to go over it with you. I just started playing on. Yeah, I'm the YouTuber's YouTuber, man. I freely and openly give away information that people keep guarded secret for some reason. I don't know why. It's all publicly available. Thank you. Just started playing around with Creative Studio yourself. Okay. Yep. That is great. That's great. See, we said hello to Nicholson Farm. Again, hi. Welcome. Nicholson family, how is it? SCS Sun City's in the house. If you hadn't checked them out, they are amazing. You guys, while we're here talking about this kind of stuff, and I'm looking for any other questions. When do you think the video capture, audio capture is device code put into Streamlabs, or that Streamlabs know them? Okay, Cassie Stro asks, when do you know when the video capture and audio capture device is connected to Streamlabs? How do you know if the device is connected or not? Okay. How do you know if the device... Okay, if it's a plug-and-play device, most things are these days, like your... if, say, you have an external webcam, like my Logitech webcam, or you have an external microphone, like Infinity Mua has, the USB microphone, it will plug into the USB port. You're going to hear the dun that Windows does, hopefully, and it should be on. You're going to install all of the necessary drivers that you need to install with that device. Again, refer to your manual. If you don't know where the manual is, Google where the manual is. Find it, install all of your drivers. And then you're going to create your source, and once you have created your source, then we are going to we're going to go into La La Land here. Once you've created your source, let me turn off the chat. Hold on. All right, once you're in here, you can see this bar right here. This bar right here, it's called Pro FX8. This is my mixing board. This is my my 8-channel mixer that I have right in front of me that I run every bit of audio through that goes out to the world and out to this room. You can see that when I stop speaking, you can just see the music barely playing in the background. When I turn off everything, that little bit of stuff down there is the fan that I have blowing on me right now. This can be as finely tuned or as badly tuned as you make it out to be. You always want to be just barely tipping on that red right there. If you're not barely tipping that red, then you're not recording at the right volume. I could get into actual numbers and decibel levels and all that, but general rule of thumb, rule of wrist, right there at the tip of the red. Now let me get back to me. And let's see, chat box is on. Now where are you guys? Alright, so yeah, if it's connected, it's going to be showing up in that little box down there if it's set up properly. Your Sean, it keeps getting lost in the chat. Yes, okay. Glad you understood what I was saying. Yes, the easiest way is to have tech gurus like Sean and Wayne or tech guys, tech support. That's true. The easiest way is to have somebody there to help you do it and to show you the ropes. The next best thing is teaching yourself how to do it. And that is what I have done with the majority of this stuff. Hello, Jolaboo. Joloboo? Yeah, you know, if you can have somebody there that's been there, my uncle does this for a living. And me and him, independently of one another, have done this as, I guess this is my career now, because all my nightclubs closed. I mean, I still DJ, but not nearly as much as I would like to. But yeah, I mean, I'm putting 60, 70 hours a week into this thing. Honestly, I truly am. Ask my wife. She hardly ever sees me. And I'm vlogging when I'm not here. Yeah, the easiest way in the world is to have a consultant like myself come in and show you how to do it. But if you don't listen to what they say, and if you just know how to run it, you don't know how to set it up, and you don't know how to fix it, then what happens when you move? You know, if you move or if you need to upgrade, because people like me typically charge 3 digits an hour for technical support. And I'm not even lying. To do what I do, people get paid $100 an hour in town, at least. So that's why I'm very happy you're all here. I'm glad that you can all join me and maybe learn something for free, because I don't want anybody wasting any money on any unnecessary technical support when it's out there for free. All you have to do is go out there and grasp it. All you have to do is go out there and grasp it. So I try to make things a little bit easier. I said from the beginning, we're going to build this station from the ground up. We're going to start with no fancy overlays. We're going to learn something new every single week. We're going to implement it the next week, and we've done that. We've done that all the way up to the point where I am stuck by hardware limitations. So if I'm stuck, we're going to be playing Jackbox games until I get unstuck. And I'm going on the low end at saying $100 an hour. Yes, Sun City is absolutely correct. If you go into a recording studio to record a song, you're talking $200 and $300 an hour. And that's not including label fees, housing fees, label fees, mastering fees, all of those things. That doesn't... you know, that $100 an hour that I give, or that you would be paying, does not give you the rights to use the music that I use. If any one of you guys feel free to use one of these music things on your video if you feel like getting a copyright violation. I pay for this. This is part of the show that I want to produce. And this was necessary. And it's coming out of my pocket. And, you know, if I didn't want to do this, then I wouldn't be doing it. If I was doing this to make money, I wouldn't be doing this, because entertainment business, and this is what this is, guys. This is just the entertainment business. Not everybody can be a movie star. Not everybody can be a YouTube star, but we can all put out content if that's what we truly enjoy doing. And if we enjoy putting out the content, then there's no need to worry about the money. I mean, some of us can get overwhelmed and caught up in the money. There's a lot of money to be made on YouTube if you do it properly. But keep in mind that, if you don't love doing this stuff, then it's just going to be a grind and a hassle, and you could have gone and gotten a job someplace doing something that you really did truly enjoy instead of wasting your time doing this kind of thing. I had the majority of this equipment before I started doing YouTube. I've been doing this my entire life. I've been a nerd, a geek, or whatever you want to call it, my entire life. So, unless we have any other questions, I'm gonna end this stream at 8 o'clock. That would be about 1 hour and a half. So, Geeks rule, yes. So we got about another, make content that you're proud of. And that'll bring me to another point right now that I would like to make. Everybody seems to be all excited about how many subscribers they have. Everybody wants to get the 1,000 subscribers. And everybody wants to get their 4,000 watch hours. And everybody wants to get monetized. And everybody wants to make that YouTube dollar. So did I talk? Oh, hey, what's up? What's up, Takata Akatora? How are you? I didn't even read who said that comment. What's going on, man? How are you, man? So happy that you are here. Yeah, everybody's all up in arms about they want subscribers. Guys, subscribers don't mean jack. Subscribers don't mean a thing, and I'm going to tell you why. They tell you, or the subscriber count has absolutely nothing to do with how many or how much ad revenue you're making on YouTube. Your views have to do with how much ad revenue you're making off of YouTube. Every time someone opens a video that's monetized with a pre-roll ad, that people have to view that video. So I don't care if you got 50 million subscribers, if you ain't got nobody watching your channel on a regular and consistent basis, then you'll never get any ad revenue. Therefore, content, advertiser-friendly content, if that is your goal on YouTube. If your goal is to come on here, have fun, and share family videos with the world, more power to you. That's the show you want to make. It doesn't matter. I'm here because I want to make a little bit of side cash. And I'm going to take tips for hosting game night, and I'm going to take YouTube ad revenue when I get monetized. So you can make ads without 1K. You don't need it yet. Well, yeah, if you want to sell ads to other people on your channel, you certainly can sell ads to other people on your channel. There's also a sponsorship tab that you can check if someone wants to pay to sponsor the videos. The whole controversy on live streaming versus videos and watch hours. I can touch on that and give you my opinion on that right now. Yes, live streaming view hours count. There's nothing on YouTube that I have found saying that they do not count. Look forward to seeing you in August, man. Tora. Alright, I was looking for something. I was trying to figure out which one it was. Alright, Tora, cool deal. I'm Sean. Nice to meet you again. Alright, live streaming hours do count, but there's a catch to it. You can't leave a live stream running all night and expect for people's computers to, or expect YouTube to log the hours. YouTube, has anybody in the chat ever been to a website and they went to close the window and a pop-up ad popped up just right as they were about to close that window? You ever wonder how they got that timing down? Just perfect. Right before you leave, they pop you or they hit you with an ad. They track your mouse movements. If you think that Google isn't making sure that you're moving your mouse around on that page, making sure that you're an active human being watching all of these videos, not having 20 tabs up at the same time running film, not even monitoring. If you think that they're not monitoring all this stuff, seeing what the click-through rates are, seeing if it's a dead stream, seeing if it's a playlist, that is when your hours start not counting. If you're actively watching a stream, then it's going to count your view time. If you've got, you know, servers upon servers upon servers giving you sub after sub after sub, none of it's going to count. It has to be real people, guys. Yeah, there's technology out there that can mimic it. There's certainly technology out there that can mimic that. But bottom line is, YouTube has set up a program for you to grow at the rate that YouTube wants you to grow. They don't want you to have a subscription service, right, or they don't want you to have ad revenue right off the bat. They can't trust you to not run your mouth on a topic they don't want you to run your mouth on. There's a vetting process involved here too. It's more than if you're going at it for the monetization point. If you're going at it for fun, say whatever you want to say. Don't matter. Seriously. That's why I'm not concerned about getting copyrighted right now. I could care less if I get a copyright notice. Notice. There's a difference between a notice and a strike. And a notice just means that somebody has noticed that I'm using their song. And they're, in most cases, are going to allow me to use it, and then they're going to make money off of my video. So I don't care. I'm not making any money off of YouTube. I'm making PayPal tips if people tip me. That's just the way. It doesn't matter. Now, when I get monetized, yeah, it's going to be a problem. Why do I have this? Why am I paying for a sound service right now? I know I could get BenQ. I know I could do that. I like this music. I mean, there are options out there. There are plenty of options out there. By the way, YouTube gives you one free strike now. The last time I checked, one free strike under any category. The next one's pretty much insta-ban, but not insta-ban, but the first one, they give you one freebie now. They're also about to start changing live streaming rules, guys. Adpocalypse is happening. It's actively happening. They're about to start changing the way monetization monetization happens. They're going to up the requirements. We're looking at probably as soon as August. These are just rumors. I'm not confirming anything. I'm just saying, yeah, free strikes for everyone. Yeah, just like that. So yeah, they're also going after fake subscriptions. Can you get around it by putting the description in the credits? Okay, that's something else we can talk about real quick. That's something else that we can talk about real quick. Let me pull something else up. I'll show you something that's really cool. Whoa, that was fun. Howdy, everybody. How are you? That's not what I wanted to do. If you go down here to create, you can go down here to music policies. This directory lists songs and their current policies set by their copyright holders. So if you want to use the next episode performed by Dr. Dre, you can see that this song is unavailable for use on your YouTube videos. If you use this song, your video may or may not be blocked or muted. We can go down to the next one. If you are using this song, it's going to be viewable worldwide. Ads can appear. And if you perform a cover, it's viewable worldwide, and advertising can appear. And all of this can be changed at any point in time by the copyright owner. Now, this means that they're going to monetize your video, and they're going to take all the money if you play this song and they find out about it. Going back over here, they have an extensive audio library that you can choose from. And like some of these, I think Infinity Mua was talking about attribution. Like if you go into here, I'm not going to click on this because it's going to start playing. Oh no, I'm muted. So it says you can free to use this song in any of your videos, but you must include the following in your description. So you got to copy all of this. You got to copy all that. You got to paste it into your video description. I've got a few hours worth of music playing in the background of my live streams, just on go. So I'm not doing that. I'm going to pay for a service where I don't have to attribute anything to anybody as long as I have that service active. And the service that I'm using, it's retroactive. Anything I publish while the subscription is active, I don't get strikes on. Yeah, if people have Yeah, 6K hours by October. Yeah, and that's the other thing. You guys just saw my screen. I'm at 63,000 watch hours. And I'm in this 2 months now. All right, so let's do the math. 4 months, I'll be at 120,000, and 8 months, I'll be at the whatever it is. So, I mean, just do the math. It's not hard. If you get a big push, if you get a big boost, that's the thing. Edward has gone on here spouting his mouth. Edward from the Craniacs about live streaming hours not counting. I just went over that. The videos is good because it gives somebody something to watch that's a short snippet, You're aiming for around that yeah, YouTube math is very wacky. You're aiming for that quick snippet that people are going to enjoy and move on. We're in a very on-demand information. We want our stuff. We want it now. We don't want to sit there and watch it forever. You don't want to sit and watch a 3-hour live stream. So a little 5-minute clip here, a little 10-minute clip there. That's what it is. That's what it is. I could go on and on for days talking about channels like that, Cassie. I could go on and on for days talking about channels like that. Trust me.
No.
That's right. I should not do that. But yeah, your videos, man, anybody can go and watch them at any point in time. That's where advertisers want to place their ads. No, I don't want to be a rant channel. Not at all. No. The thing about it is, you need an interview. Yeah. Yeah, they're actively seeking out fake subscriptions. YouTube is vetting those hard right now. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. People are using real money. People are using 6-digit, 7-digit figures here, talking about throwing around advertising budgets. Because TV's dead, guys. TV is dead. Online, on-demand viewing is where it's at. That's where it's going, whether it be through a Roku box, an Apple TV, a PC, whatever. That's where it's going. Your traditional cable and satellite services are pretty much dead. The networks are the only ones that are making any money right now because they're licensing all their stuff to Hulu. And, well, Fox owns Hulu, I think. But, or ABC. One of them owns Hulu, one of the big companies. Yeah, nobody hardly ever watches TV. I have satellite because it's cheaper for me to have satellite and internet than it is for me to just have internet. They removed all the ones tagged onto us. Yeah, I lost a whole bunch of subscribers last night too. YouTube will tell you where and how and why you've lost your subscribers. It's all in the analytics, guys. All you got to do is learn your stuff. Just go through there, start button mashing, and you can't mess anything up for the most part. Yeah, I lost a whole bunch. Well, I lost a few subscribers last night. It's because they were fake accounts. I mean, people that are maybe not fake accounts, but they're not interested in my products. If you're not interested in my product, then there's no reason for you to be subscribed to my channel. Subscriptions don't matter. Views matter. Real views matter, and that's what this thing is all about. Real views. One last thing I think I want to say before I get off of here. Yeah, if they don't watch, it goes away. Doesn't matter. One last thing I want to say before I get off of here. And I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. All right, there's been a lot of YouTube drama going on. We all know this. I've stayed over in my little corner of the internet to myself for the most part, even though I'm right in the middle of it somehow. So I'm going to end the live stream by saying this. I speak for my channel and my channel only. I don't speak for anybody else's channel. So, if anybody here would like to share any of my publicly available content and promote my channel through YouTube approved means on their channels, please do like, subscribe, thumbs up, share, do all of those things. I am not a sub for a sub channel. I do not speak for other channels, and I do not want other channels speaking for me. That's the second topic that I want to end with, is other channels speaking on behalf of other channels. If you're going to do something with another channel, such as do a joint giveaway or do something in somebody's name, it's not only just a good idea, it's common courtesy as a human to approach the people that you want to collaborate with and see if that's okay. And that is another reason that Dave & Buster's does not want YouTubers filming in certain locations. They don't know what the YouTuber is going to what the YouTuber is going to say, and they are not going to they may not approve of what the YouTuber has to say about that location. It's called unsolicited advertising, and it does not reflect the opinions of the company that owns the rights to the product. That's all I'm saying, is don't speak for anybody else. So on that note, everybody is amazing. Thank you for bearing with me. Death by PowerPoint has been amazing. It's going to be left up for all to enjoy. Y'all have a wonderful evening. If I see you guys on Twitch later on, we'll play some Cards Against Humanity. If not, forget about it.